The Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. It's good to be with you here today. Today, I want to talk about the fact that you can't fight change. Change is going to happen no matter what. It's the only constant in life. But you can direct it. You can direct how you respond to the change. You can actually start directing the type of change you want to be by, in your mind, creating the person. And I would highly suggest that one of the things you create is a person who is flexible. Right now, more than ever, flexibility is the key. If you've been following me, you know that people are coming in my life and leaving my life. And I reflected on that this weekend, and I've really come to understand that that's been happening from the day I was born. People come into your lives and they move out of your lives. Sometimes we don't move those people out of our lives, and they really should be, because they're no longer a vibrational match to us, or we're no longer a vibrational match to them. And why would you hold on to something that you're not a vibrational match to? It doesn't make sense. So we say go with the flow. Go with the flow means not just surrendering to what's happening, but go with the change. Direct the change. Direct how you're going to be in the change. If someone close to you dies, you can't change that. But how you respond and how you live after they die, that is a choice. You can be a victim. You can be a woe me, or you can say, man, I had a great time when I was with that person. When I was with that person, look at all the things that I learned from them. Look at who I became because of that relationship, and embrace and bring gratitude to that. You see, that's something that we've not been taught. And we've not been taught that we can think of anything that has ever happened to us and find something to be grateful for about it. Because in some form or fashion, whatever happens to you changes the direction of your life. Everything that's ever happened to you has brought you right to this moment. All the pain, all the misery, all the joy, all the excitement has brought you to this moment. And to think that there's not going to be more change, more contrast, well, that's setting yourself up for a very unpleasant experience. But when you can accept change and know that it's an integral part of life, and you can be flexible with it and yet maintain your identity, expand your identity, man, you're a powerful creator. You're a powerful light in the world today. And what I know is that we need more light. The perception is we need more light, but maybe we're just not looking in the right area to see the light. And maybe it's you. Maybe it's you that's the light in all the people that surround you, that know you. And maybe it's us together with all the people we know, creating a light. And maybe you just might find that we're bringing balance into the world. Because the world is always in balance. It has to be imbalanced, or it would self-destruct. Nature is always in balance. Life is always in balance. There's birth, there's death, there's sickness, there's wellness, there's abundance, there's poverty, there's love, there's judgment. There's always balance. And you see, the divine is the observer. The divine in you is that which knows the balance. It sees the balance. It accepts you as you are. You see, it accepts you when you're kind. It accepts you when you're not kind. It accepts you when you're abundant. It accepts you when you're not abundant. It accepts you when you're judging. It accepts you when you're loving. It accepts you when you're well. It accepts you when you're not well. The ego judges. Isn't it time we say, hey, Mr., Mrs. Ego, thank you for being a part of my life, but I'm your master. You're not my master. So the question you got to ask yourself, and this is a question you can ask yourself every morning, what are the top 3 things that I hope to experience and or accomplish today? So before you ever begin your day, you're establishing, regardless of all the changes that happen, you're establishing the direction you're taking your life. You're becoming that which directs life and how you are in it. We all have that power. We just aren't aware that we have the power. We all are loved. We're just not aware that we're loved. We're all a part of the infinite, but we've forgotten that we're part of the infinite. In my life right now, it seems that a lot of people I know are moving on and out of their physical bodies. Another one happened yesterday. A dear minister that I know, Barbara Waterhouse, what an incredible soul. What an incredible teacher. But her time was done and she's moved on. And I sat back when I saw that and I just blessed the amount of time that I was able to share with her, to know her, to hear her, to see her truth, to see her love, to see her laughter. We can do that with everyone in our lives, can't we? Even if you don't like them, there's something about them that's making you better. Remember, it's not what happens to you in life. It's how you look at it. How do you perceive it? And do you perceive it as a way of growing or not? With that, my beautiful souls, make this the day that you accomplish your top 3 things. And keep doing that every day. And you will never, ever regret your life. Much love. Aloha.